His favorite memory is the bus ride back from St. James his sophomore year after beating them and singing karaoke on the bus ride home. Richard plans to enlist in the Navy when he turns 18. Richard Estiva. Our next senior is Charlie Frisch. He's the son of Mike and Ann Frisch, members of St. Thomas Aquinas Parish. He played football all 4 years at KMC. He also wrestled. His favorite memory is the bus ride back from St. James his sophomore year. Charlie plans to attend K-State Polytechnic. Charlie Frisch. Next up is senior Jairus Kennedy. He's the son of Kelly and Juan Kennedy, members of Magdalen Parish. He played football all 4 years at Kapaun, also played basketball. His favorite memories are when the student section sang happy birthday to him during a home game last year, and also when he played fill-in quarterback against Andover and they won the game. Jairus is undecided right now about his college plans. Jairus Kennedy. Next up is Jack Pirtle. Jack's the son of James and Deborah Pirtle, members of Blessed Sacrament Parish. This is his first year playing football at Kapaun. He's also played basketball for a couple of years and is in the cum laude program, where he was in the program for 3 years. His favorite memory, Taylor drinking chocolate milk with his teammates on Saturday mornings. Taylor plans to attend Wichita State next year. Taylor Schonifer. Next is senior Hunter Shonka. He's the son of David and Emily Shonka, members of St. Thomas Aquinas Parish. He played football all 4 years at Kapaun, and his favorite memory is the bus rides after a win. Hunter is undecided as to what he'll do in college, but he plans to major in finance wherever he attends. Hunter Shonka. Our next senior is Alexis Stallard. She's the daughter of Glenna and Tanya Stallard and members of St. Mary's Derby Parish. She's managed football for 2 years and has also participated in track, bowling, band, and madrigals. Her favorite part of managing was making memories with the other managers in practice and their pre-game traditions like praying in the chapel and eating dinner together before games. Alexis plans to get an undergraduate degree at a college in Kansas and then attend K-State for veterinary school. Alexis Stallard. Next is Adrian Thorner. He's the son of Rosella Hernandez and members of Magdalen Parish. He's played football for 10 years. He also wrestles. His favorite memory is going on the road to Kansas City to beat St. James in overtime his sophomore year. Adrian plans to major in international business and supply chain management at the University of Kansas. Adrian Thorner. Our next senior is Tim Zluticki. He's the son of Jeff and Julie Zluticki, members of Blessed Sacrament Parish. He's played football all 4 years at Kapaun and also participated in track and field and is the president of the House of Gonzaga. Tim's favorite memory is the trips to CC's with all of the offensive linemen. Tim is undecided where he'll go to college, but does plan to major in business. Tim Zluticki. And those are your senior football players for 2019. Let's give them one big hand. We do have more seniors to introduce. We'll have sports medicine and cheer coming up. Looks like Liz has her photo, so let's introduce the sports medicine seniors. Our first senior is Grace Bollinger. Grace is the daughter of Jim and Jennifer Bollinger, members of St. Mary's Derby. Grace has been in sports medicine all 4 years at Kapaun. She also participates in the Red Cross Club, K Club, and is a student ambassador. Her favorite memory is riding to football games with Maggie and jamming out in the car. Grace plans to attend WSU with a major in education and then get a master's in sports administration. Don't run her over, everybody. Grace Bullinger. Our next senior is Maggie Denoyles. Maggie is the daughter of Jeremy and Laura Denoyles, members of St. Thomas Aquinas. She's been in sports medicine all 4 years and is co-president of the National Honor Society. Her favorite memory is the time during her sophomore year she accidentally told a joke in front of Dustin, then went out to the baseball practice to cry because she wanted to quit so badly. Maggie plans to study genetics and is currently undecided of which school she'll attend. Maggie Denoyles. Our next sports medicine senior is Emily Ford. Emily's the daughter of Christina Hyman and stepdaughter of Frank Castro, members of Resurrection Parish. She's been in sports medicine 1 year. She's also participated in softball, K Club, Red Cross Club, and the dive team. Her favorite memory is being nicknamed Susie Subaru by Coach Cherney. Emily plans to major in human health performance at either Fort Hays State or Wichita State. Our next senior is Natalie Knapp. Natalie's the daughter of Debbie and Phil Knapp, members of St. Vincent de Paul Parish. She's been in sports medicine 1 year. She's also participated in journalism, National Honor Society, Crusader Council, is on the swim team, and is a student ambassador. Natalie's favorite memory is almost giving Emily a concussion when she sat in the back seat of Natalie's car and she hit her head on the back windshield twice. Natalie plans to attend the University of Arkansas or Wichita State University, depending on scholarships. She'll major in journalism with a focus on fashion. That's Natalie Knapp. And our final senior for sports medicine is Sabina Schaefer. Sabina is the daughter of John and Paula Schaefer. They're members of St. Thomas Aquinas Parish. She's been in sports medicine for all 4 years and is also active in Handmaids of Mary, K Club, and the St. Gianna Health Academy. Sabina's favorite memory is asking Dustin how his day was every day during their sophomore year, and his response was always peachy. Sabina plans to attend Northwest Missouri State University and major in biomedical sciences with a minor in child psychology. Those are your seniors for sports medicine. Let's give them all a big hand. Next up are your seniors from the cheer squad. Our first senior is Grace Cornwell. Grace is the daughter of Renee and John Cornwell of St. Thomas Aquinas Parish. She's been a cheerleader for 2 years and active in Stuco and theater. Grace's favorite memory is Riley's first practice with Coach K. Grace plans to attend college, but not sure where she'll go yet. That's Grace Cornwell. Our next senior is Caitlin Flaherty. Caitlin is the daughter of Mike and Angela Flaherty. They're members of St. Mary Derby Parish. She's been a cheerleader for 3 years. She also participates in debate, diving, and track. Her favorite memory is getting to meet so many new friends, bonding together as a team, and making tons of memories like getting noise complaints at 2 a.m. at cheer camp. Caitlin plans to major in business and interior design at Fort Hays State University. Caitlin Flaherty. Next up is Sophie Gomez. She's the daughter of Ray and Angelic Gomez, members of Magdalen Parish. She's cheered for 4 years and was captain her last 2 years. Her favorite memory was getting an application for NCA staff at camp. Sophie plans to attend Kansas State University next year. Sophie Gomez. Our next senior is Brittany Wynn. She's the daughter of Michael and Cindy Wynn and member of Magdalen Parish. She has cheered for 4 years. She's also a member of Crusaders for Life. Her favorite memory is when the freshmen almost burned down the Great Wolf Lodge at cheer camp. Brittany is uncertain where she'll go to college, but she does plan to major in biology. Brittany Wynn. Next up is Anna Kennedy. She's the daughter of Don and Tracy Kennedy, members of St. Thomas Aquinas Parish. She has cheered for 3 years and also participated in swim and dive and student council. Her favorite memory is, hey guys, Anna plans to attend the University of Kansas and major in graphic design. Anna Kennedy. Our next senior is Nicole Kinman. She is the daughter of Isabel and Douglas Kinman, members of Resurrection Parish. She's cheered for 4 years at Kapaun, is also in Handmaids of Mary, and on the dive team. Her favorite memory is when Amaya landed on her neck after Ashley threw her off the bed at cheer camp this past summer, which led to the noise complaint. Nicole plans to study physical therapy at Wichita State. Nicole Kinman. Next senior is Amaya Wynn. Amaya is the daughter of Tuan Wynn and stepdaughter of Melissa Wynn and a member of Magdalen Parish. She has cheered all 4 years at Kapaun and is involved in K Club as a student ambassador. Her favorite memory was when the assistant coach forgot her name and called her Armani. Amaya plans to attend KU and study pre-pharmacy, majoring in biochemistry. Amaya Wynn. Our next senior is Kathleen Tran. Kathleen is the daughter of Howie Tran and Trang Nguyen, and members of All Saints Parish. She's been a cheerleader for 3 years. Her favorite memory is when the bus broke down on the highway on the way to camp. Kathleen plans to attend Kansas State University. Kathleen Tran. And our final senior tonight is Ashley Trevino. Ashley is the daughter of Orlando and Rochelle Trevino, members of Magdalen Parish. She's been a cheerleader for 2 years. She's also active in tennis, soccer, Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, K Club, and is a student ambassador. Her favorite memory is getting a room complaint at camp because someone fell off of her bed. Ashley plans to attend college and major in broadcast journalism or business. Ashley Trevino. Those are your senior cheerleaders. Let's give them one big hand. We'd like to thank everyone for attending tonight and showing their support for our student athletes on senior night. We want to thank all the athletes that have dedicated so many hours and sacrificed so much for their families, their team, their school, and their fans. It's our pleasure to celebrate them tonight on senior night. So congratulations, KMC seniors.
How you doing, dude? Where's the wolf at? Where's the spotter? Lisa said he's in the wolf house tonight. He's down there.
Testing.
Down there racing hell. Oh, he's holding it. The car's there. He's in I'm not running it. I'll tell you what, he's going to have a meltdown. He's going to melt down. I know. He's going to melt down. Oh, he'll do it.
Thank you. We'd like to remind everyone that the KMC football parents are sponsoring pregame and postgame gatherings at Buffalo Wings and Rings. Just mentioned KMC football, and Wings and Rings will donate 10% to Kapaun, Carmel. To help us welcome the Crusaders to the field tonight, not only do we have our cheerleaders, but we do have our campers from the Junior Crusaders. So I have one question for you, and that question is, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Let's bring out the boys.
You'd have some music rolling, wouldn't you? Getting them fired up.
Here come your Crusaders.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Week 8 matchup between your Kapaun Crusaders and the Falcons of Wichita Heights. I'm your host, Jackson Bezdek, the voice of the Crusaders. Tonight is senior night here at Styker Sports Complex. Hopefully you tuned into the beginning where all of the seniors were announced, and we are about ready to go here at the coin toss for tonight's game.
Gentlemen, shake hands. My name's Ben. I'll be your referee tonight. Dave's your umpire. Good luck to both teams. This is the heads, tails. Heights, what's your call? He called tails. It is tails. You won the toss. Defer. You want the ball? Which way do you want to kick? All right, I'm going to flip around. Heights has won the toss and deferred to the second half. Kapaun will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
On the kickoff for Heights is Caden Clausen. Back deep for KMC, Andrew Chapman and Jarris Kennedy.
We're about ready to get underway here. Kapaun set to receive the opening kickoff. The kick is off and it is away. Kennedy receives it at the goal line. He's going to bring it out. He's going to take it over the middle. He makes a move, breaks a tackle, and gets hit right away at about the 26-yard line. They'll mark him at the 27
Kennedy
or 28.
On the return. Tackled by Wilkins.
So the Crusader offense will take over here. Last week, losing to St. James
ball,
21-7.
They're 27.
Offense had a great first quarter with a couple of good drives, even scoring in the first quarter, their first time all season. But after that, offense went stagnant from there, not scoring for the rest of the game. Let's see if they can regain a little bit of confidence here, because we will need it for tonight's matchup. Jamino in the shotgun set by himself. He has trips to his right. He will take the snap. Screen pass right away over to the right side. It's Kennedy. Kennedy's going to throw it himself. Shonka is wide open downfield, and it is incomplete pass.
Halfback pass by Kennedy, incomplete, intended for Shonka. 2nd and 10.
And a good play call to start the game for the Crusaders as Jimeno swung it out to the right side to Kennedy. Kennedy threw a bomb downfield, had him wide open, but it fell right through his hands. It'll now be 2nd and 10 for Kapaun. Crusaders will come out this time. Jimeno has Kennedy in the backfield with him. There are only 10 men on the field. They'll send out a Steve-O, receiver, to the far side. They're going to send Jones in motion. Jones at tight end right now. Jimeno takes a snap, gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy to the left side. He's going to break it back up the middle and gets a solid gain, brings it out to about the 35-yard line.
Kennedy. Tackle by Little and Dempsey. Gain of 8 on the play. 3rd and 2.
So Kapaun will now have a 3rd and short here on their first possession of the game. As Kennedy with a solid run up the middle that time. We need to get Kennedy more touches. He caught the touchdown last week from Jimeno. Jimeno rolled out to the left and threw Kennedy a little 8-yard touchdown pass to the left side of the end zone. Crusaders definitely looking to get Kennedy more involved as he didn't get very many touches in the second half last week. Jimeno will hand it off to him again up the middle. He's going to try and bring it out, but he's hit by about 8 Falcons in the backfield. And they're going to give him forward progress for a gain of 1. So it'll be 4th and 1 for the Crusaders.
Ware, the first to meet him in the hole. You got some help from Garrett Dempsey. Gain of 1 on the play, 4th and 1.
4th and 1 Kapaun, they will go for it here. A good call to try and start the game on the right foot. As they have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jimeno has Kennedy in the backfield with them. Looks like it's going to be another run up the middle for Jarris. And that's what it is. Jarris takes up the middle. He breaks a tackle. Now he has some room to run. He's going to bring it out to about the 45-yard line. That is a first down for Kapaun.
Kennedy on the carry. He was brought down by Royal Johnson. Not before a Kapaun first down at the 45. 1st and 10, KMC.
So Kapaun picks up their first down of the game on a solid run there from Kennedy. He was hit at the legs right away in the backfield, shed that tackle, and then was able to get about 6 or 7 more yards for a solid gain. 1st and 10 Kapaun from their own 45. Jimeno still with Kennedy back there. He will take the snap, give it to Kennedy once again. Kennedy makes another man miss. He's got a lot of room to run on the right side. He stiffs arm a guy, but he's going to be brought down not after a first down.
Kennedy.
And another first down for Kapaun. There it is. Kennedy getting some touches here early in the game.
Tackled by Hamilton.
Making some plays early for the Crusaders.
On the play. 1st and 10 at the Heights 44.
This is exactly what this Kapaun offense needed. A little bit of spark from Kennedy. Tried to get him going early instead of waiting till the end of the game to finally get some offense going. Now we have 1st and 10 from the Heights 45 line. Jimeno in the shotgun again. 2 receivers on each side of him. Movement up front for the Falcons. They do not blow the whistle. Another handoff up the middle, and that's going to be about a gain of 5.
Schonifer on the carry. He was tackled by Malik Little. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5, KMC.
Senior Taylor Schonifer with his first carry of the night, giving Kennedy a break, and he picks up a solid gain of 6. Crusaders going strictly run after the first play of the game. The incomplete pass on the halfback pass from Jarris. And it's been a run play every play since then. Heights has not been able to stop it, so Crusaders just gone right back to it. Trips left this time for Jimeno. He will take the snap, 2-step drop. He's going to fire it deep down the right side, but it is overthrown for Jones and intercepted by Heights.
Jimeno's pass is intercepted.
Jimeno just overthrew Jones a little bit there, and the Heights secondary was able to make a play.
Hamilton
they will take
on the
over.
pick. Heights will take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons from their own 8. So after what looked like a promising drive for the Crusaders, ends in an interception. Now Heights will have the ball. 8:27 left to go here in the first quarter. Heights coming in at 3-4 on the season. They will go from under center here with nobody in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep to the right side, and he's going to be swung down in the backfield. A big tackle there for the Crusaders right away, as Heights will now have a 2nd and long.
Brandon Burr on the tackle. Loss of 2 in the play, 2nd and 12.
Burr got in there for the backfield and made the tackle. Heights had an interesting formation. They had no real tailback back there. They had the quarterback under center, and then a couple guys staggered out to the side of him, and they did a pitch to the right, but it was halted at the line of scrimmage by Burr. And now they will face a 2nd and 12, similar formation here for Heights. They kind of just stagger those guys. This time it's a run up the middle. The ball is out. Does Kapaun have it? They think they do. And they're going to say, yes, they do. The Kapaun defense with a big stop early.
Fumble recovered by KMC. Doug Bates on the recovery. Ball courier was Joshua Sanders.
So Doug Bates recovers the fumble for the Crusaders.
KMC
Last
takes
week,
over 1st and goal.
Bates was out last week, and that front 7 definitely missed him, as St. James had a lot of running plays up the middle that went for more yards than usual, because Doug Bates' presence was not there on the D-line. This time makes his presence known, recovers the fumble, and now Kapaun has 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Trino with 2 men in the backfield with him, still in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. He's going to try and make room to the right side. It's Estevo, and he's brought down for a loss of yardage. Didn't have a lot to work with.
Estevo on the carry. Brought down by Dempsey. Lowry also in on the stop. Loss on the play of 3. Make it 4. It's 2nd and goal from the 11.
2nd and goal here for the Crusaders. They will have, Jimeno sends 2 men out to each side of him. Still in the shotgun stay here. He will take the snap. He's looking left. He's looking in the end zone to Kennedy. He's got him. And that is a reception as a touchdown. Kapaun Crusaders. Jarris Kennedy
Jimeno's
reception
pass
from
complete
Andrew
to
Jimeno.
Jarris Kennedy, touchdown Crusaders.
And the Crusaders strike first, 6-0, 6:57 left to go in the first quarter. And Jimeno figured it out through a great ball to Kennedy there. Kennedy got both feet inbounds easily, and he has a receiving touchdown for the 3rd straight game.
The extra point.
Schmitz's extra point is
It is
up,
good.
and it is good. Kapaun takes a 7-0 lead.
6:57 to go in the first. It's Kapaun 7, Heights 0.
Jimeno finds Kennedy for the 3rd game in the row, 4th time all season. As we're now seeing it proven that the move to put Kennedy out at receiver / running back and put Jimeno at quarterback has worked well, as they've connected for 4 touchdowns since the change. Kapaun with a 7-0 lead. That is the quickest the Crusaders have scored all season. Last week we also saw that, as they scored in the first quarter for the first time with about a minute left. But after that, the Kapaun offense could not get anything going. Let's see what they do for the rest of the game, as they score just 5 minutes into the game.
On the kickoff for Kapaun. John Randall back deep for Heights.
So now the Crusaders score 5 minutes into the game. Let's see if they can keep it up throughout the game. Heights defense is a struggling one. Just gave up 79 points to Northwest last week. Schmitz's kid's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line. And he's going to try and bring it out to the left side. Doesn't have a lot of room to go with.
Randall on the return.
And Randall would be brought down near the far sideline. after a short return. Schmidt's kick landed right at the 2, popped up.
Corner Stulzatz in on the stop.
Randall thought it was going to be a touchback, thought it would roll into the end zone, but it did not. He had to field it at the goal line before Crusaders got to it.
Also in on the tackle that time. 1st and 10 Heights.
So Heights will take over 1st and 10 from their own 12, starting deep in their own territory once again. Last time, resulting in a fumble and eventually a touchdown for the Crusaders. As I was saying, Heights lost to Northwest last week 79-0. So they're looking to bounce back this week after a big blowout loss last week. A handoff up the middle once again. And the Crusader D-line is all over it, as that's going to be a pickup of just a couple.
Quarterback Dylan Deppersmith on the keeper. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 on the tackle for KMC. Liam Smith.
So Heights has run that same formation 3 times in a row now.
And Charlie Frisch.
Something we haven't seen all year. Each team seems to have their own formation. They all go in the shotgun. And we've seen that from every team this year. Now we get to Heights, and they have this formation that we haven't seen all year. Sweep to the right once again, and he's going to be hit, and he'll try to make it out. He brings it out to about the 20.
Randall.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for Heights. Randall with another carry.
The first to hit him on the tackle. It's 3rd and 3.
Randall seems to be their go-to guy, the guy they've seen in film all week. As Randall fast and shifty, as we've seen most of these halfbacks so far this season. That same formation there for Heights. This time it's going to be a read option. He's going to throw it out to the left side. He's going to get a 1st down and a couple more.
Pitch was to Adrian Patterson. Andrew Chapman on the tackle.
So that play
on the stop.
Was a fake handoff up the middle.
1st down, 1st and 10.
It was a triple option for the Heights quarterback.
He
either handed off the middle, pulled it back, then they had a speed option out to the left side. He took it for a couple yards before flipping it back to his halfback, and Patterson brought it out for a solid gain. Picked up a 1st down for Heights. Same play now, this time to the right side, as he's going to be tripped up and brought down after a gain of a couple.
Jalen Hanks on the carry. He was tripped up by Reed Adelhart. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Heights already with 4 different ball carriers throughout the game. As they like to mix it up, I'm assuming they're a very run-heavy team, as they've only had 1 receiver out each time. They're not in the shotgun. They're under center each play. And it's interesting to see their formation. They don't have a tailback. It's like they line up in the tight end spot, but they stagger it, so they're almost equal with the quarterback just on the line of scrimmage. Another speed option. This time he flips it out of bounds.
Deppersmith's pitch goes out of bounds. It's 3rd down.
Pepper Schmidt flipped it out of bounds that time, just out reach of his running back.
From the 33.
So now to be 3rd and 8 for Heights. As if they were ever going to have a pass play, you would think that this would be it. Doesn't look like it. Now they do have a tailback in the backfield this time. They all get in a 3-point stance. It's going to be a sweep to the left. Makes a man miss, but he is brought down right around the line of scrimmage. The Cape Crusaders are there, and that's going to force a 4th down for Heights.
Doug Bates leading the defensive charge for the Crusaders. Short gain on the play. Still going to be 4th and long.
It'll be 4th and 8 here for Heights. They're going to bring out their punt team. Another interesting thing about how Heights sets up in their formation.
For Heights, back deep for Kapaun is Jarris Kennedy.
Every single player except for their receivers line up in a 3-point stance, which is something you don't see in today's day and age of football. That would have been normal back in the 1960s, but not anymore. Kennedy will let the punt bounce. He's going to let it go, as that is a solid punt for the Falcons. That's going to pin him around the 15-yard line. And Kapaun will take over there.
Punt is down at the Kapaun 14-yard line.
So 3:25
we'd like
left
to
in the game.
congratulate the Kapaun girls tennis team for winning the 5A state title last Saturday. Congratulations to team members Claire Whitaker, a 3-time defending state champion. Reagan Bolesky, runner-up. Sarah Fury and Allie McMahon, along with Gabby and Sabrina Searle. Crusaders are coached by Kathy, Nick, and Maddie Schulte. Congratulations on a state title for the girls tennis squad.
First and 10 for Kapaun from their own 14. Jamino will take the snap under center. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage as the Heights defense got in the backfield quickly. Stopped Kennedy right away. It'll be 2nd and 11 now for Kapaun.
The first to reach him. Loss of 1 on the play.
Second and 11 here for Kapaun. 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Jamino will now be back in the shotgun. He'll send 3 out to his left here on the near side. Jamino takes a snap and will hand it off up the middle. And Kennedy's got a lot of room to run. He's going to try and break it over the middle. Swerves, misses a man, and now he breaks it out to almost the 40-yard line. A huge pickup there for Jarris.
Jarris Kennedy on the run. Brought down by Delia Smith.
As he broke through the line of scrimmage early,
Gain
swerved through a couple of Heights defenders.
Line. 1st and 10, KMC.
Picks up a Kapaun first down. They now have the ball at their own 37. Similar formation here for the Crusaders. Now 2 on the near side instead of 3. This time Jamino keeps it himself, fakes it to Kennedy, but he'll only get to about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Jamino on the quarterback keeper. Brought down by Lowry. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So have we seen early the Crusaders trying to get Kennedy involved early and often, as he's had a majority of the touches so far for Kapaun. Kapaun has a 2nd and 10 now from their own 37. They're going to throw Kennedy out in the slot this time. Jamino's in the shotgun once again. Jamino will take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle this time. Breaks a tackle and brings it out for a solid gain of 6. That time it was Richard Estivo on the carry for the Kapaun Crusaders.
Gain of 7 will make it 3rd and 3. Brought down by Davian Ware.
So 3rd and 3 now for Kapaun after the 7-yard gain from Estivo. An impressive run there from Estivo. His first good one of the night as he broke a tackle right at the line of scrimmage and plunged forward for a few more yards. Now it is 3rd and 3 for Kapaun. Estivo's going to stay in the backfield here with Jamino. Jamino takes a snap. He's going to give it to him. This time he breaks a tackle, but is brought down in the backfield anyway.
Estivo wrapped up by Marion Wilkins.
It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play for Estivo, as he had no room to run.
Jefferson also in on the stop. Tackle for a loss. They'll make it 4th and 6.
Interesting situation here for Kapaun. Heights has already sent their return man back in punt formation. Crusaders look like they're still deciding on it. They're going to let the first quarter clock run out.
And that's the end of the first quarter of play.
As Kapaun will take a 7-0 lead into the second quarter. Solid first quarter there from the Crusaders. They face a 4th and 6 right now, though. Now they have some time to talk it over what they want to do. Ball at their own 41. The defense played spectacular so far, only giving up 1 first down and forcing a fumble. So the Crusaders up for a 1st and goal at their own 7 from the Heights 7, and Kapaun punched in 2 plays later with a Jamino touchdown pass to Kennedy, and that is our lone score of the game so far. Crusaders have indeed struggled so far this year, coming out 1-6 tonight. But this is a game that they had circled at the end of the year, senior night, knowing that Heights would be a winnable opponent, especially at home. As Heights struggled greatly last week, getting blown out by Northwest by 79-0. So they also lost big to Bishop Carroll this year, 55-12. So the Crusaders knew, having played Bishop Carroll and Northwest much better than Heights did, they had a good chance to win tonight, and they're proving that already. Defense overpowering Heights offense almost, and the Kapaun offense showing those flashes of potential we've seen all year. Now they're finally clicking. Jamino and Kennedy, a good connection there for the touchdown. And Kennedy finally getting some touches at running back, has made the most of it, picking up his solid few yards for the Crusaders so far tonight. This time Kennedy will be in punt formation. He definitely jumped off sides, and there's the flag. I was waiting for it. And that'll move up Kapaun 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense, number 45, 5-yard penalty, still brings up 4th down.
So now it's 4th and 1 for Kapaun. They're probably look like to go for it here. 4th and 1 from their own 46. Definitely is a situation where you go for it. Probably a Kennedy handoff up the middle if I were the head coach of the Crusaders. It will be Kennedy in the backfield here with Jamino. They're going to put Jones at the left side tight end. That's probably where they're looking to run it. And it is a handoff to the left side. Kennedy breaks through the hole, gets a first down and more. And he'll bring it past the 45-yard line for a first down for
Kennedy
Kapaun.
On the 4th down conversion. Brought down by Rainey.
And Kennedy with his second 4th down conversion of the night.
Heights, it's 1st and 10 Crusaders.
Now Kapaun will have a fresh set of downs here. Heights coaching staff was pretty frustrated with the Heights defensive line after jumping off sides, knowing that with 4th and 6, Crusaders were likely punting it. And Heights would now have the possession in their hands, but instead they move them up 5 yards, and it's a 4th and 1. It's an easy conversion for the Crusaders. Now they have 1st and 10 from the Heights 44. Same formation here for Kapaun. It's Steve-O in the backfield this time. A fake handoff over the middle, 3-step drop. Now Jamino has to scramble to the right. He's looking for somebody. Has Kennedy on the right side. Kennedy gets his feet and bounds near the 33-yard line.
To Jarris Kennedy.
And they're going to say yes, first down for Kapaun once again, as
Jamino
moves the chains there, makes the play happen, finds Kennedy on the right sideline.
That's 1st down and 10, KMC at the 33 of the Falcons.
A good play there from Jamino as he showed off his athleticism that we've seen all year. Very good at rolling out. Usually he likes to scramble with that. But he saw Kennedy as Kennedy made a double move, came back on a comeback route, and they picked up 10 yards and a first down. Now he brings Kennedy in the backfield with him this time. There is a flag early on the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 33, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Some early movement for the Crusaders will move them back 5 yards. Now it'll be 1st and 15.
1st and 15 for KMC.
First and 15 now for Kapaun from the Heights 38-yard line. Interesting setup for the Crusaders. They send both their receivers to the near side sideline here. And it's going to be a handoff to the left side. Kennedy was hit absolutely immediately as the Heights defender came screaming in from the left side.
Tackle by Martin.
As there's also an injured player down for the Crusaders.
Officials timeout for injury.
Martin, obviously, no one picked him up at the line of scrimmage, and he sprinted his way into the backfield. Looked like he even hit Kennedy before he even had the ball. It'll be a loss of 3 for Kapaun. 2nd and 18 after this injury break. 10:01 left to go here in the first half.
Alex Rocha is the Crusader shaken up on the play. While there's a break in the play, we'd like to let everybody know Kapaun Volleyball plays tomorrow at Bishop Carroll. They'll take on Newton High School approximately at 3 o'clock. We wish them the best of luck. We also like to congratulate the boys soccer team for beating Emporia this past Monday 2-1. They play in the first round of regionals this coming Monday, 6 o'clock right here at Styker. Come out and support the Crusaders as they try to win a title. It's going to be second and 18 for KMC.
So we're back here after the injury. Kapaun has a second and 18 from the Heights 41. Clock winding down, 9:40 left to go in the first half. Kennedy in the shotgun set by himself this time. As it's going to be a wildcat, he's just going to run out to the left side, a designed run for Kennedy, and he's going to be brought down at about the 45-yard line. Another loss for the Crusaders.
Kennedy is the ball carrier. He's wrapped up for a loss. Martin in on the tackle that time. It's 3rd and 21.
Martin making plays on both sides of the ball tonight here for Heights. 9:10 left to go now in the first half. 3rd and 21 here for Kapaun as they have their longest to go of the night. They pick up a few, about 10 or 12 though. They're in 4th down territory. So Crusaders needing to look to just get a chunk of yardage. And Jamino will fake the handoff. Now he's rolling right. Now he's going back left, trying to make something happen. He's going to send a couple guys out. He breaks a tackle. He has some room to run down the left sideline. And he'll bring it out to close to the 25-yard line.
On the scramble. Big gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down and short.
Jamino making a very good play there for the Crusaders as he was blitzed immediately after the fake
4th and
handoff.
3.
Tried to make something happen on the right side. Realized he had nothing there, then rolled all the way around.
4th and 5.
Went past his own 40 and brought it out all the way to the left side of the field. Then came up and got to the Heights 28-yard line. Now a 4th and 5 here for Kapaun.
Isaac Schmitz on for the field goal attempt.
Schmitz on
A
for the
45-yarder.
45-yarder. This will be Schmidt's longest attempt of the year. It'll be his first field goal conversion as there is a flag on the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 74, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So a false start for Kapaun will move him back and likely out of field goal range. That kick from Schmitz was wide right, but it didn't count, so that's good. So they're going to leave him out there to attempt a 50-yard field goal.
Schmitz on to try a 50-yarder.
This would be a
Oscar
very,
Ruda, the holder.
very impressive kick here from Schmitz if he can put it in. He's made one in practice this far. The kick is up, and it is just short.
Kick is no good.
Looked like it was about right on target, but fell about 3 yards short of the uprights as Heights will now take over. So Heights will have the ball at their own 20, 7:48 left to go in the first half. That same formation from Heights here is they're going to send the man out in motion to the right side. They're going to give it to him up the middle, though. And he's going to bring it out close to the first down marker at the 30-yard line.
on the quarterback keeper.
Pepperschmidt faked the handoff
Brought down
and the
by
flip.
Stolzotz.
Kept it himself and picked up 9. So second
Chapman
and 1
also
here for
in
the Falcons.
Tackle, 9 yards on the gain for Depperschmidt. It's 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 here for Heights from their own 29. Same formation this time. They have a tailback. They're going to, Pepperschmidt looks like he still has it up the middle. It breaks through the line of scrimmage and picks up a big chunk of yardage.
Pepperschmidt on the carry for Heights.
So first down for Heights.
School shots. Brendan Burr also in on the tackle.
Under 7 minutes to play now in the first half.
Line 38 is 1st and 10 Heights.
Same formation here for the Falcons. The receiver out to the right side. This time, little misdirection, handoff to the right side. As a couple of Crusaders bounced off the ball carrier.
John Randall, the ball carrier, brought down by Charlie Frisch. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
Randall broke several tackles there and ended up spinning his way for a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for Heights. Take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the right side again. And he's going to be hit pretty soon, but they're going to give him a forward progress. We're about a gain
Sanders
of 3.
is the ball carrier for Heights.
That time it was Sanders on the carry. There's a flag well after the play, but more than likely be
Charlie
a unsportsmanlike conduct.
And on the stop, flag on the play.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 57. 15 yards from the end of the play, results in a first down, injury timeout.
So another injury here for the Crusaders after a unsportsmanlike conduct after the play will move Heights 15 yards forwards. 5:52 left to go in the first half. Clock is stopped before the injury. We come back. Heights will have a 1st and 10 from the Kapaun 38-yard line.
Is the Crusader shaken up on the play?
Kennedy was the injured
Falcons
player there for the Crusaders.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line of KMC.
Hopefully he gets better soon. Hopefully in this game, Crusaders desperately need him on both sides of the ball, as he will limp off the field this time. Kapaun defense will now have to rally together and try and make a stop here. Heights having a good drive here so far. This time a pitch to the right side, and there is a lot of room to run. He's going to break it down the right sideline. He could go all the way, 10-5, touchdown Heights. Did he keep his feet in bounds all the way? Yes, he did. As the Falcons score right away, right after the injury.
Goes 38 yards for a Falcons touchdown.
And Heights with their first score of the game. 5:38 left to go in the first half. It is 7-6 Kapaun now. And Heights will bring on the field goal unit for the extra point.
Clausen on for the extra point.
The extra point is up, and it is good.
It is good.
Heights ties the game at
5:38
7.
left in the first half of play. We're all tied up 7-all.
Heights knots it up with a 30-yard touchdown run, as it is now 7-7, 5:38 left to go here in the first half.
Congratulate the girls cross-country team for placing 3rd at the City League meet this last Saturday. Also like to congratulate the boys for placing 4th. Addie Curtis took 2nd place individually. Mason Bina took 7th. Megan Baker was 13th. Eric Enrique was 2nd on the boys' side. Mark David placed 14th. Congratulations to the cross-country teams. They'll be headed to Lake Afton tomorrow morning for the regionals, so best of luck to the Crusaders. Andrew Chapman and Cale Curtis are dropping back deep for KMC. Caden Clausen to kick off for the Falcons.
Crusaders set to receive the kickoff here from the Falcons. After the touchdown run from Heights ties the game up here at 7. Kick is away and fielded at the 5-yard line. It'll be brought out. He'll try to bring it over the middle, and he's going to just run into a bunch of people, and he'll be brought down near the 20-yard line.
Curtis was on the return. Brought it out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, KMC.
So the Crusaders will go this drive more than likely without Kennedy. I see him here on the sideline. He's standing up, talking to the trainers. He's probably convincing them that he's good to go. They're probably going to have him sit out a couple plays just to make sure of that. So Estiva will be out there with Jamino in the backfield here in the shotgun set. 2 receivers here to the near side. Jamino takes a snap, designed run up the middle, makes a man miss, but is going to be brought down after he lunges forward for a couple more yards, about a gain of 7 there from Andrew.
Andrew Jamino on the quarterback keeper, brought down by Wilkins. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
So the Kapaun offense now needing to rally together and try and make up, trying to get some more points on the board to extend this lead. As 5 minutes left to go in the first half, Heights does get the ball coming out of halftime. So it's important for the Crusaders to take a lead into the half. Jamino takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to Estivo, and he's going to be tackled around the legs. Gets near the first down marker.
Richard Estivo on the carry. He was brought down.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for Kapaun here.
Kalen Lowry, close to first down. It's going to be 3rd and a half yard to go.
So the Crusaders needing desperately to pick up this 3rd down. Even if they don't, they will more than likely go for it on 4th down. But they need to keep the chains moving. Need to keep the ball in their hands to end the half. You don't want to give the ball back to Heights near the end of the half, because then they get the ball coming out of halftime, and essentially they get 2 possessions in a row without the defense or without the offense for the Crusaders even getting back on the field. Jamino's going to call an audible to line of scrimmage. He's got Schoenfer in the backfield with him. It's going to be another designed run for Jamino. Makes a man miss. He's going to bring it out to the right side. He gets past the first down marker, and he does. It'll be a first down Crusaders.
Martin and Rainey on the tackle, but not before a Crusader first down. 1st and 10 from the 33.
And Jarris is back on the field for the Crusaders, just set out that 1 set of downs. He was able to convince the trainers that he is fine enough to play. He'll be right back out there for Kapaun. 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. A flag right as the snap is going on. It'll probably be a false start. It is. It'll move Kapaun back
Offense.
5 yards.
Number 20, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Penalty will make it 1st and 15, Crusaders.
So now Kapaun has the ball from their own 28, 15 yards to go now. Kennedy was in the backfield with Jamino that time, coming right out after his injury. And it looked like they were going to give him the ball here. It'll be the same formation for the Crusaders with trips to the right for Jamino. Jamino takes a snap, looks to his right, has Woodward with the reception, and he will get about a gain of 1.
Jamino's pass complete to Cale Curtis.
That time it was Curtis with the reception. He can't make a
Tackled
man
by
miss.
Mosley.
He's tackled right away.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 14.
So screen pass for the Crusaders there did not work as well as they intended it to do. As looked like somebody missed a block as Curtis was hit right away after receiving the ball. Only picked up a gain of 1, 2nd and 14 for Kapaun. Coming down on 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Gino now has trips to his left on the far side. Jones on the near side. He's looking for Jones on that fader out. Jones catches it, falls just out of his hands.
Chimino's pass intended for Jones, incomplete.
As right as he went to receive
Third
it,
down.
looked down trying to get his feet in bounds, but the ball fell through his hands. It'll be 3rd and 14 now for Kapaun. Good play call there for Kapaun. 2nd and long, might as well take a shot down the field. As now with 3rd and long, probably looking for a play over the middle or a screen pass, trying to pick up a solid chunk of yards. This time they have 2 on both sides of Jimino. Kennedy in the backfield with them once again. Jimino will send Kennedy out to his left, looking for a screen pass to him. He fakes it, sends it up over Curtis over the middle. Curtis has some room to run, makes a man miss. Now he's going to cut it back to the right side. Jones is going to get a block downfield. He's at the 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Kapaun Crusaders! Akil Curtis screen route goes for 71 yards as Crusaders pick up a huge play.
71 yards.
They extend their lead. Now it is 13-7 for Kapaun. Jimino sent Kennedy out to the left side. Faked that screen pass.
The extra point.
9 of the Falcons were over on the left side. Curtis just snuck over the middle. Jimino found him. Curtis was going left, made a man miss, and cut it back all the way to the right side. Took it down the right sideline. Jones picked up a block for him, and Curtis goes 71 yards for the Kapaun score. Schmitz's extra point is no good, however, but the Crusaders still have a 13-7 lead. 1:36 left to go in the first half. So now that we're all feeling excited, now you can text that number on the top right of your screen. If you do, Mark Bates will send you a $20 gift card for you to use at his store at 2620 South Oliver Suite at 103. Just text Mark and tell him what your last vehicle was, and he will give you a $20 gift card to use at his store. That is 619-7444 with Mark at First Impressions.
Isaac Schmitz on the kickoff for the Crusaders. Back deep for Heights is John Randall, number 22.
So now Schmitz will be on the kick the ball away to Heights. 1:36 left to go in the first half. The Kapaun sideline and fans all up on their feet after that 71-yard touchdown for the Crusaders, their longest of the season, coming in their final regular season game. Schmitz's kick is away. It is a short squib one. There is a flag on the play. They're probably going to get a false start as the Crusader jumped over the 40-yard line before Schmitz kicked the ball.
Offside encroachment. Kicking team, number 16. Will be a 5-yard penalty and a re-kick.
So an offensive encroachment, something you don't see every day. And now Schmitz will kick the ball away from the 35-yard line. Schmitz's kick is a line drive one. It's going to bounce at the 20. They'll take it about the 15-yard line. He'll try and bring it out. And he's going to get hit near the 20-yard line, near the 25-yard line, and that's where Heights
Randall on the return,
will
brought down
take
by
over
Brandon Burr.
for more than likely their last drive of the first half. Heights wanting to build some momentum here
Heights
on
will take over
offense,
1st and 10 at their 25.
as they will get the ball back going into the second half. Building up some momentum here would be good for them. Crusader defense trying to retain the lead as it's 13-7. Kapaun defense, only bad play of the night was that about 35-yard touchdown run from Heights. The play right after Kennedy got hurt. Team was obviously a little thrown off guard by it, and they let off a big run. This time another big run to the left side. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to bring it past the 50. Stulsot swings him out of bounds at the 45, but there's a flag deep in the backfield. That's going to be
by Ethan Stulsot. So there's a flag on the play.
That's going to be a holding and block in the back.
Player.
And another
Holding.
Crusaders down.
Offense, number 51, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, first down, injury timeout.
So another injury timeout here for the Crusaders as Heights is going to be moved back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 1:22 left to go here in the first half. As Doolittle is helped off the field, Heights offense and Kapaun defense will retake the field. 1st and 21 for Heights from their own 14. Heights this time in a new formation. This time they have 3 receivers to the right. First passing play from Heights is going to be a pass over the middle. It is well overthrown as Kapaun defense is ready for it on the first and very long.
Depperschmidt's pass is incomplete. Intended for Rainey.
Depperschmidt's first pass attempt of the night is overthrown. It'll be 2nd and 21 now from their own 14. 1:17 left to go in the first half.
Check that, intended for Patterson. Second and 21.
So there's a new formation there for the Falcons, as Crusaders picked up on that and assumed it was a pass play, and they were correct. This time is another new one. They have a receiver here on the near side. They have a slot receiver to the far side. It'll just be a fake handoff and pitch to the right that they've been going with all game, but he has a lot of room to run. He's going to outrun the Kapaun secondary. Stulsot chase him down. He does, and the ball comes out, and Crusaders fall on it.
The carry, fumble on the play.
Crusaders pick up the fumble, but there's also a flag after the play. Stulsot ran him down and poked the ball out before he brought him to the ground, and the Crusaders fell on it. Let's see what the flag is. I would assume it'd be a late hit, as whoever recovered it was on the ground, and a Heights offensive player probably just jumped on him.
The result of the play is a fumble recovered by the defense. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, Heights, number 50, 15 yards from the fumble recovery. First down, Kapaun.
A huge play for the Crusaders, as he looked like he could go all the way to the end zone.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Heights 41 for the Crusaders.
Stulsot was a man on a mission, chased him down and poked the ball out. Crusaders fell on it, and Heights commits yet another personal foul penalty, and it'll be 1st and 10 Kapaun from the Heights 41. 1:06 left to go in the first half. Torino back in the shotgun. Kennedy back out there with him in the backfield. He'll send Kennedy out to the right side. He's going to look for him with a screen pass, and there it is. Kennedy will have to make a man miss. He does, but he's tripped up at the end, and they're going to get no gain on the play.
Check Kennedy, complete.
As the
Timeout.
clock
KMC.
is stopped, and there is a timeout from Kapaun.
First of the half.
Kapaun calls their
No
first
gain on the
timeout
play.
of
It'll
the
be
half.
2nd and 10.
As they try and stop the clock, as they want to score on this possession, try and take a 2-possession lead into the half. We're back here, 59 seconds left to play here in the first half. Kapaun leads at 13-7. They have a 2nd and 10 from the Heights 41-yard line. Gino sends Kennedy out to the left this time. He's going to look right. He's going to fake a throw. Now he's going to take it over the middle, makes a man miss. He brings it out to the right sideline, gets out of bounds.
Jamino
That'll stop the clock.
runs out of bounds.
And it looks
Near
like
the
it'll pick up a
30-yard
first
line.
down. Yes, it does. First down, Kapaun.
First down, KMC.
Gino had nobody on the right side where he was looking for, so he decided to scramble, took it out of the pocket, made a man miss, picked up 11 yards, and got out of bounds. It'll be 52 seconds left to play in the first half. 1st and 10, Kapaun from the Heights 30. Gino and Kennedy in the backfield once again. Gino takes a snap, gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy's now going to break it out to the left side. He's got some room to run. Multiple flags thrown as he is hit pretty hard after a gain of 9, but it'll probably be a holding.
On the
and Kapaun's going to be
flags
moved
on the
back.
play.
Holding. Offense. Number 17. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
So that'll move the Crusaders back a few yards. They will now have 1st and it looks like 18. About 45 seconds left to play. They're going to move the clock. Crusaders having to rush to the line now. Under 40 seconds now left to play in the first half. They have a 1st and 19 from their own 39. Gino, empty backfield set. Take the shotgun snap. 5-step drop. He's looking deep left side. He's got a man wide open, and it is overthrown by just a hair.
Jamino's pass intended for Curtis, incomplete.
Curtis comes up limping after the play as he came out on the left side
2nd
on a
and
wheel
19.
route. Nobody in the Heights secondary picked him up. Jamino overthrew him by just a couple yards, and it'll be 2nd and 19, 27 seconds left to go here in the first half. Jamino in the shotgun again, trips to the right. He's going to roll out to the right this time. He's looking right, can't find anybody. Now he's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to do another pump fake, and he's just going to try and roll forward for a few yards. Kapaun needs to call a timeout here. They do. They'll stop the clock. 18 seconds left to play in the first half.
Timeout of the half.
As the Crusaders call another timeout, they will face a 3rd and 12 from the Heights 32 when we come back. We were back here, 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Kapaun has a 13-7 lead. They have a 3rd and 12 here, however. As Jamino's going to line up under center for this one. He will take the snap, pitch it left. It's going to go back to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking over the middle. He's got a man in the end zone. It is incomplete. As another clever play call there for the Crusaders.
Incomplete, flag on the play.
And there's another flag in the backfield. Kennedy's second pass of the night, another incompletion. That time he had Jones in the end zone, but it was deflected away by the Heights secondary.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 96. 15 yards from the previous spot, results in a first down.
So the Crusaders will pick up a first down from that. Looked like it was a late hit at the end. As it is 1st and 10 now. From the 18-yard line, Kapaun has 1 timeout left. Clock is stopped right now at 11 seconds left to go in the first half. Kapaun can try and go for the end zone here, run a quick play, call their last timeout, and send out the field goal unit. Jamino is in the empty backfield set in the shotgun. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. He'll take the snap. He's looking over the middle. He has Jones in the outstretched arms of Jones as he can't reel it in.
Jamino's pass incomplete, intended for Tiger Jones.
As there's now 6 seconds left to play in the first half. This is the
2nd and
time
10.
where you bring out your field goal unit, and they will. Kapaun tried to go for the score there as Jones was near the goal line, just couldn't reel in the catch as he stretched his arms out all the way. Jamino just overthrew him a bit, and that'll result in a
Schmitz
2nd
on for
and 10
the
for
field goal
Kapaun.
attempt. It'll be a 34-yard attempt for KMC.
Schmitz will try to drain a 34-yarder here after missing a 50-yarder earlier here in the first half. This time Schmitz's kick is up, and it is drilled right through the middle.
Kick is good.
Schmitz makes his first field goal of the year, and Kapaun takes a 16-7 lead with 1 second left to play in the first half.
1.4 seconds left before half. It's Kapaun 16 and Heights 7.
Crusader sideline excited for Schmitz here as he'd struggled earlier in the season with kicking, but now he's really figured it out, drilling most of his extra points, just missing that last one. And now drilling a 3-point field goal, 34-yarder. Kapaun has a 16-7 lead, 1 second left to play in the first half. This will more than likely just be a squib kick to make Heights field it and run down the clock.
Schmitz on for the kick. Randall back deep for Heights.
And there's the squib kick, and oh, it's going to be fielded. Austin Ruda recovers the onside kick, and there's still time on the clock.
KMC.
0.4 seconds in the first half, and Ruda dives for the kick. As Schmitz was a beautiful onside kick, didn't even think he intended to do that. As Ruda picked it up right before it went out of bounds. Kapaun will have one more shot from the 47-yard line with 0.4 seconds left to play in the first half.
Ruling on the field is the kick was recovered by Kapaun inbounds, and then he went out of bounds. First down, Kapaun.
So Kapaun will try and run one last play before the first half comes to an end. See if Adelhart has more trick plays in his bag as Kennedy is in the shotgun this time. He will try and probably just launch it deep into the end zone and hope for something good to happen. A botched snap. Kennedy will try and make something happen. And there it is. He throws it deep in the end zone. It is a little bit of a duck, and it's going to be dropped by a Heights defender. Had no chance of making it to the end
Kennedy's
zone.
pass is incomplete. That's the end of the first half of play. Kapaun 16, Heights 7.
So Kapaun will take a 16-7 lead into the half. Heights will receive it coming out of halftime. Crusaders 16, Falcons 7. Impressive return. They will take over first and
Brings it
10
out near midfield.
from their own 49-yard line.
Schmitz and Rudine on the tackle. It's going to be first and 10 from the Heights 49-yard line.
So Heights will come out 1st and 10 from their own 49. 11:35 left to play. Another sweep to the left here for the Falcons. He will try and take it out all the way to the far sideline. He is able to pick up a good chunk of yards before being shoved out of bounds.
Pitch taken by Joshua Sanders. Knocked out of bounds by Ethan Stulsatz. Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2.
So 2nd and 2 now for Heights after the 8-yard carry. They have the ball at the 44-yard line. If you experienced any technical difficulties of any kind to start the second half, I do apologize for that. We did fix the problem. We were back on. Be a little delayed, but we're good to go here as the run is going to be to about the 36-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Heights. If you were not able to see any
Sanders
of the game,
is the ball carrier.
You didn't miss much, but at the same time, a lot happened. On the first play from scrimmage for
Kennedy
Heights,
on the defense that time.
Crusaders forced a fumble.
Davis to
Edelhart
the
fell on
Cape
it.
36, 1st and 10 Heights.
All of a sudden, Kapaun had the ball from the Heights 31. After a false start, Jamino on the read option keeps it himself, makes like 6 men miss over the middle, and runs for a 36-yard touchdown. Schmitz's extra point was good. That is why it is now 23-7 Crusaders. At 11:21 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Another handoff up the middle for the Falcons, and he will bring it near the 31-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Brought down by Nichols. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Coming down on 10:40 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Heights back in their strange formation. It's going to be another sweep to the left. This time, Kapaun's all over it. A missed tackle in the backfield, however. And that'll be about a 4-yard gain for the Falcons, but there is a flag on the play.
Randall was the ball carrier.
Holding. Offense. Number 4. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
So the Crusaders catch a break there, and Heights will be moved back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Penalty will make it 2nd and 16 for Heights.
Now it is 2nd and 16 for Heights after the holding call, now at the Kapaun 42-yard line. They're going to send out 2 receivers to the right side. This play will more than likely be going to the right. It's going to be a speed option to the right. He pitches it just before he gets hit, but the Kapaun defense is there in the backfield. That'll be a no gain.
Brought down by Charlie Frisch.
Sanders brought down right away at the line of scrimmage by senior captain Charlie Frisch.
Short loss on the play. 3rd and 17.
Going to be another sweep to the right side this time for the Falcons. He's going to try and find some room on the sideline, but he is hit hard and knocked back by Reed Edelhart. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Falcons.
Brought down by Edelhart. 1-yard gain. It's 4th and 16.
4th and 16 now for the Falcons. They will
Kennedy
most likely punt this one away.
Receive. Caden Clausen, number 16, on the punt for Heights.
Kennedy looking nice and healthy now after an injury, sidelined him for a couple plays in the first half. He gets back out there. He looks ready to go as he's back to receive the punt. The punt is up and away. Kennedy's going to call a fair catch, and he's going to field it just inside the 10-yard line. Heights Falcons had an actual punter out there. Usually we just see a quarterback try
Crusaders take over 1st and 10 inside their own 10.
Try and pooch punt it, but Heights actually brought out a skinny small kid for a punter, and it was a good one. Now Kapaun has the ball at their own 8-yard line.
From the 8-yard line.
8:42 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Crusaders take over for their second drive of the half. First one coming on that Andrew Jimeno 36-yard touchdown run. Jimeno takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, and he is met right away at the line of scrimmage.
Schottefer on the carry. He was wrapped up by Kalen Lowry.
Schottefer literally had nowhere to go as Lowry was in the
Loss of 1 on the
backfield.
play.
Almost immediately, 2nd and 11
Second and
now
11.
for Kapaun. Gino has one receiver on each side of him, one back on each side of him in the backfield. Gino takes a snap, he's looking right. He's got a man wide open, and he'll try and make him miss at the right sideline. He's gonna be shoved out of bounds. It's Jones on the far side.
Jimeno's pass is complete to Tiger Jones. Good enough for a first down. 11 yards on the pass completion. 1st and 10.
So Andrew and Tiger link up once again, this time picking up a first down for the Crusaders. Kapaun now has 1st and 10 from their own 19. .7:44 left to go here in the third quarter. Kapaun still has their 16-point lead over the Falcons. Jimeno has 2 to his right, 2 to his left, 1 to his right. And whoever has the ball is brought down in the backfield. I don't know if Jimeno kept it or not.
Jimeno tackle for a loss.
And it'll be 2nd and 14 for Kapaun here after the
Garrett
loss
Dempsey
of 4.
On the tackle for loss. Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14.
Jimeno has 2 to his right now on the far side. He's got a lone receiver to his left here on the near side. He's going to be looking over the middle. He's going to fire the ball deep down the right seam. And it looks like he was looking for some type of pass interference.
Jimeno's pass is intended for Curtis, incomplete.
Curtis was swarmed by Heights defender as Heights defenders put his hands in the air trying to make it seem like he wasn't trying to interfere with Curtis. As the ball falls a couple yards short as it is, it'll be 3rd and 14 now for the Crusaders. Will come out. He has Kennedy in the backfield with him. 2 receivers on each side. He's going to send Kennedy out to his left. He'll fire a screen pass over to him. Kennedy has some room to run down the sideline. And he's going to be hit and shoved out of bounds a couple yards before the first down marker.
Kennedy.
That'll bring up a 4th and short for the Crusaders.
Gain of 10 on the play. It's 4th and 4.
They're going to say 4th and 4. Let's see what the Crusaders go with here. A 16-point lead. It'll be interesting to see if they want to try and keep the ball, try and chew some clock, or just punt it away to the Falcons.
Joshua Sanders dropping back for the punt.
It will be Kennedy, but we do know
KMC's kick.
that Kapaun likes to go with their fake punt plays. Let's see what they go with here. They try and make Heights go off sides, but they don't. Kennedy will punt this one away. Another solid punt there from Jarris. It'll be a fair catch caught at about the 36, 37-yard line.
Sanders on the fair catch. Heights will take over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Jarris Kennedy punt was one of our best plays last week as he had 2 that pinned St. James
We'd like
deep
to
within the
acknowledge
5-yard
the
line.
Crusader girls golf team for their 4th place finish at the state 5A tournament.
One of them
in
being
Emporia
a
this
50-plus
past
yard
week.
punt.
Team members Alexa
As
Garrett
Heights will now
finished
have a
8th
1st and 10
individually.
from
Abby
their own
Wolf
37-yard
finished
line.
18th Congratulations to Coach Thomas and Novascone and Johnson for a great season. Team members include Lauren Rudy, Alexa Garrett, Abby Wolf, QT Wynn, Riley Bird, and Eleanor Navarro. Congratulations, Lady Crusaders.
1st and 10 here for Heights. Looks like it's going to be a sweep left, but they're going to fake it, hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be stopped short. They're going to bring it out to the 40-yard line, only a gain of a couple that time. That seems to be the bread and butter for Heights.
Took the handoff. Short gain on the play, 2nd and 7.
They either send that man in motion from that tight end spot, left or right. They sweep it to the left, sweep it to the right, or fake the sweep and then hand it off up the middle. Those couple plays plus the speed option they run. Not a lot of diversity from Heights, but their odd formation throws off the Crusaders a couple times throughout the game as they've broken off for some big runs. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's in what position back there as they're all in a three-point stance. This time it is that speed option to the left side. There's a lot of room to run down the left sideline. He's going to break free. Now he's at the 30-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out near the 35-yard line, however. A big run for Heights and another 1st down. 1st and 10 Heights, 5:40 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
John Randall on the carry. He was knocked out of bounds by Brandon Burr. Came down to the 37 of Cape, and 1st and 10 Falcons.
Nice to see Brandon Burr back on the field playing after he sustained an injury on that kickoff to start off the 2nd half. Limped off the field, but now he's back on there, and with the Cape and defense, 1st and 10 Heights from the Cape and 36. This time it's a pass play. They're going to dump it off in the flats, and he's almost intercepted as it was deflected in the air by the Heights receivers.
Depperschmidt's pass is incomplete.
Stuhlsatz almost flew in there and picked it off.
2nd and 10.
It fell to the ground just before he could reach it, though. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Heights now. Still haven't completed a pass play yet. And we have 5:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Second and 10 Falcons. Another sweep to the right side. And he breaks a tackle. He's going to try and change fields, but he can't. He's met just as he looks to change fields near the 30-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and short now for the Falcons.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Charlie Frisch and others in on the stop. Gain of 6. It's 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd and 4 here for both sides. Kapaun trying to make a stop here, trying to get the ball back to chew some more clock. Heights trying to keep their hopes of staying in this game alive. This is 4-down territory, however, so the Crusaders will need to make 2 stops in a row here to try to get the ball back from Heights. 3rd and 4 from the 30. He will fake the handoff up the middle, keep it to the right side. He's going to pick up a 1st down
Dylan
at about the
Depperschmidt on the quarterback
25-yard
keeper.
line.
He was met by Ethan Stuhlsatz. Gain is good enough for a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 at the 25 of the Crusaders for the Heights Falcons.
Depperschmidt picks up the 1st down. They have 1st and 10 from the 25 now. After that's one of their other very few plays that I mentioned, the fake handoff up the middle, and then the quarterback keeper. That time it worked for about a gain of 6 or so. 1st and 10 Heights from the Cape and 25. A handoff just straight up the middle this time. And that's not going to go for very many at all, as the Cape and D-line was all in on it. And they're going to say he gained a yard. 2nd and 9
Sanders,
now for the Falcons.
Ball carrier. Jackson Powers and George Trotlia on the tackle. Short gain on the play. 2nd and 9.
Under 4 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Heights has one receiver out to the left side, a sweep to the left, and they'll find him as he was hit in the backfield, and he's going to be hit again as a couple Crusaders were in the backfield with him, forced him to go up the middle where the rest of his boys were,
Pitch goes
and that'll
to
be
Sanders.
a loss of a couple there. 3rd and 12 now for the Falcons.
Stop, loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 12. Adelard also in on the stop.
Third and 12 here for Heights for the 27. Another pass play, and it's going to be thrown out to the right side. This time it is completed, and he will be just shoved out of bounds near the 10-yard line. The first completion for the Falcons tonight will go for a first down and more. Now they have a first and goal from the 9-yard line. Kapaun secondary threw off by that one a little bit as they did the fake handoff up the
pass
middle.
was complete to John Randall.
The linebackers bid on it.
The defense.
And Randall was
Gain
wide
is inside
open.
the 10. It's first and goal for Heights from the 9.
On the right side of the field, Burr shoved him out of bounds at the 9-yard line, but not until Heights picks up another first down on this drive. 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. This will be a handoff up the middle. He's going to be stopped at the line, and he won't get much more after that. It'll be second and goal now.
Handoff goes to Joshua Sanders, Jackson Powers, and others in on that stop. Gain of 2, second and goal from the 7.
This is Heights' first goal-to-go situations here of the night, as their one touchdown coming on a long run, and they haven't been able to get back in striking distance since then. This time another handoff will be broken out to the right side, and he will hop step into the end zone.
Joshua
That'll
Sanders,
be a touchdown for Heights.
7-yard run.
Sanders with a touchdown run here, and Heights will cut the lead to 10. It is now 23-13, 2:16 left to go here in the third quarter. That play was about to happen as the Heights run game was giving the Kapaun defense some fits on that drive. Sanders punches it in from 7 yards out.
In for the extra point.
The extra point is up, and it
is
good. Heights cuts the lead to 9.
Third. It's Kapaun 23, Heights 14.
As it is 23-14 now, 2:16 left to play in the third quarter. So, Kapaun's played a good game so far. And if you're looking for somebody to talk about it with, give Mark Bates a shout at First Impressions, 619-7444.
Team members are Clara Whitaker.
The number is right there, the top right corner of your screen. Give him a text. You know, you can talk about the game. His son is Doug Bates. Doug Bates made a couple nice plays tonight. While you're talking to him, mention that, you know, your car's probably a little dirty. Maybe it smells kind of weird. Mark can help you with that there at First Impressions, and he'll give you a $20 gift card for you to use at his store, 2620 South Oliver 103. Just tell him where you got your last vehicle, and he will help you out, and you get a $20 gift card. So, sounds like a good deal to me.
Mentioned KMC Football, and Wings and Rings will donate 10% of your ticket to the school.
Hopefully you heard that. That was a nice little improv commercial by your boy there. The Heights kickoff is away. Kennedy will receive it in the end zone. Is going to be a touchback. Kapaun will have first and 10 from the 20.
Into the end zone, touchback. Crusaders will take over first and 10 from the 20.
Apologize for the loudspeaker. It is so loud here. It is literally right above my head. I can't even hear myself think. So if that's been bothering you throughout the game, I apologize for it. Even though there's nothing I can do about it, it's something we all have to deal with. 2:16 left to go in the third quarter. Kapaun has a 23-14 lead. Kapaun now looking to chew some clock here. A good way to do that would be to give Kennedy some touches and some runs up the middle, try to get him some space on the outside. He's by himself in the backfield here. And the snap is going to be fumbled. Kennedy will pick it up. Now he's going to try and make something happen out of it. And he's just going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. So Kapaun will now have a second and 10.
Kennedy was the ball carrier that time, brought down by Malik Little. Reed also in on the stop that time for Heights. No gain on the play. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 now from Kapaun from their own 20. As Jimeno's now going to be in the backfield again here with Kennedy. 1:30 left to go in the third quarter. They're going to send a man in motion here to the left side. They're looking to give the ball there, and Kennedy does take it, and he will go to the left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll spin forward for a couple of yards, and he manages to get 2 out of it. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Kapaun.
Royal Johnson and Javon Martin in on the tackle that time for the Falcons. Gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 now for Kapaun. Just under a minute left to go in the third quarter. They have the ball at their own 23-yard line. They've done a good job this drive. It's been a 2-play drive. They've done a good job of chewing clock as they're going to chew it all the way down to the end of the quarter eventually here. They need a first down here to keep possession of the ball into the fourth quarter. Jimeno will take the snap. He'll drop back. He's looking for Jones. He has him at Jones. The ball goes in and out of his hands as the Heights corner made a nice play on it.
Intended for Jones, incomplete.
So it'll be 4th and 7 now for Kapaun. That'll stop the clock at 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Fourth and 7 for Kapaun at their own 23. They will more than likely punt this one away. Not wanting to risk anything here and give Heights
to return the punt by
some good field position when we
Kennedy
can just kick it away. And Kennedy's been great at punting, especially last game, and even into this one. His one tonight was a good one. This one, a solid one. It'll be taken there at the 45-yard line. Jones is right there, and him and Curtis will shove the Heights tailback out of bounds.
Sanders goes out of bounds near midfield. It's going to be 1st and 10.
So Heights will take over from the 49 once again.
10 at the Heights 49-yard line.
They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 49. 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Heights back in their awkward formation. They're going to do an end-around handoff, trying to get it to the right side, but Adelhart and Powers are there to stop it, and that'll be a loss of a couple. 2nd and 12 now for Heights.
On the tackle, loss of 2 on the play.
Australia has been a good addition to the Kapaun linebacking core this year. Not playing hardly at all last year, but he was one of the guys for the Crusaders that worked his butt off in the weight room all summer, knowing he'd get a chance to play this year.
We're headed to the fourth.
And he's really made the most of it.
Heights 14.
As most of these Kapaun defenders have, as they've all played very well throughout the season, only holding Heights to 14 points so far. But we do head into the fourth quarter now. Kapaun has a 23-14 lead over the Falcons. So how often do we really check our cars? I mean, we get in them, we drive to work, drive to school. We don't really think about, you know, it does smell kind of weird in here. Or like, I could clean this up a little bit more. The good news is there is a solution to fix that. All you have to do is text the number or call the number at the top right corner of your screen, 619-7444. That'll lead you to Mark Bates at First Impressions. And Mark Bates will give you a $20 gift card for you to use at his store at 2620 South Oliver Suite at 103. So give Mark Bates a call, 619-7444, and he will hook you up and get your car smelling great, looking great, and it'll have you feeling great driving it around. We're back here at Styker Sports Complex. It is Jackson Besdick, voice of the Crusaders, on the call once again tonight. Kapaun has a 23-14 lead over the Falcons. 2nd and 12 here for Heights as they do another pitch to the left. As he will try and find some room to the left side. He does. He has not stepped out of bounds yet. He gets to past the 30-yard line. An impressive run there.
Randall on the carry.
Randall with another good run.
He's pushed out of bounds by Ethan Stulsatz.
As Randall and Sanders
to the Kapaun
30-yard been carrying the load here for the Falcons running game tonight.
22-yard carry. 1st and 10, Heights.
Which their running game is all their game because they don't throw the ball. 11:51 left to go in the game. After a solid pickup from Randall, that'll give Heights a first down from the Kapaun 30. Pepperschmidt will roll out left. He throws it, tries to complete it to his receiver. That would have been a spectacular catch, but it falls incomplete.
Pepperschmidt's pass is incomplete, intended for Randall. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now for Heights from the Kapaun 30. Heights needs to put points on the board here because Crusaders are in chew clock mode there on offense. If Heights does not put points on the board, they give the Crusaders the ball back. Crusaders still with a 2-possession lead can chew the clock down, and Heights may run out of time to put some points on the board. Kapaun defense need to step up big and keep this a 9-point lead. This time Pepperschmidt will keep it himself over the middle, and he's going to it looks like you're going to get a first down. He's right at the line of scrimmage, and they will give it to him.
Quarterback kept it, Dylan Depperschmidt. He was brought down by Jackson Powers. Gain of 10 on the play. 1st and 10 from the Kapaun 20.
So 1st and 10 Heights as they pick up another one, 11:30 left to go in the game. Heights putting together another solid drive, their 2nd in a row. Kapaun defense needs to come up big and get together and make a stop, or Heights is just going to walk right into the end zone once again. Another handoff up the middle, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a couple more yards.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He was tackled by Charlie Frisch. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Frisch hits him hard, and he will only pick up 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 now for the Falcons. Heights, same formation. They have receiver out to the left. Another handoff up the middle. And a whole bunch of Crusaders are in the backfield with him, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A huge stop here for
Sanders, the
Kapaun,
ball carrier.
as now it sets up a 3rd and 7 for Heights.
Defensive charge led by Doug Bates. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7.
10:20 left to go in the game. Heights needs to pick up this first down right now. Kapaun needs to keep putting together a solid couple of plays as they did the last 2, only allowing 3 yards, 2 plays, a sweep to the right. And he's trying to look for some room. A bunch of Crusaders are there. Can they make the tackle before the first down marker? It looks like they will. It'll be about 4th and 3 for the Falcons, as they will more than likely go for it here.
Sanders
Down
is the ball
9,
carrier.
coming down under 10 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Heights is going to bring out their field goal unit.
Make it 4th and 4.
This will be a 30-yarder.
Caden Clausen on for the field goal attempt from 41 yards out.
31 yards out, actually. The kick is up, and it is money.
Kick is good.
So now Heights cuts the lead to 6. It is now 23-17
9:26
Crusaders.
to go in the game. In regulation, it's Kapaun 23 and Heights 17.
Heights set to kick it away here. Kick is a short one compared to the others. Kennedy will take it, and he's going to try and bring it out over the middle. He's going to push it out to the left side. Now he has some room to run.
Jarris Kennedy on the return.
And they're going to tell him he stepped out of bounds at the 35, however.
He steps out of bounds at the 35. 1st and 10, Crusaders.
Capable to take over there, 1st and 10. 9:20 left to go here in this ball game. Crusaders are only up 6. That missed extra point might come back to haunt him, as now that Falcons field goal went in, they cut it to 6. And if Kapaun gives the ball away without putting points on the board, Heights can march right down the field and take the lead in this one. Jimeno back in the shotgun set. Looks like he has Estevo to his right. He's going to give it to Estevo. Estevo's going to make something happen. He's going to bring it out over the middle and picks up a solid gain of about
Richard
5 this
Estevo
time.
on the carry. Gain of almost 6 on the play. Jalen Hanks on the stop for Heights. 2nd and 4.
Kapaun still in shoe clock mode as they're letting a lot of time run down before they snap the ball. They're also running strict running plays. This is a good thing. Kapaun can keep picking up a couple first downs and let the clock wind down. Then Heights may run out of time.
Flag on the
Put some more
play.
points on the board. Kapaun thinks this is against Heights, but they're going to move him backwards, it looks
Time
like.
to snap. False start. Offense. Number 80. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
So that'll move the Crusaders back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9 this time. Now they will have the ball at their own 36-yard line. Jimeno in the shotgun again. Kennedy now back there with him. Kennedy will send him out on a screen pass. Kennedy catches it. He's going to break it to the right sideline. Solid block there. And Kennedy will bring it out past the 50-yard line.
Swing pass from Jimeno to Kennedy.
Great block there from Cale Curtis
Knocked
as
out
he
of
freed
bounds
up Kennedy.
by Garrett Dempsey.
And Kennedy
Gained
was
into
able to
Heights
bring it out
territory.
past the 50-yard line. It is a first down Crusaders. And they'll
First
have the
and
ball
10
at the
from
Heights 47
Falcon
yard line.
47-yard line.
8:11 left to go in the game. Estevo back with Jimeno this time. He will take the snap, give it to Estevo. Estevo will try to make something happen, but he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10 now for
Estevo on the
Kapaun.
carry. He was brought down by Dempsey. Wilkins also in on the tackle. No gain. It's 2nd and 10.
.740 left to go in the game. Crusaders need to keep running the ball, keep picking up first downs. Eventually they'll reach the red zone. They can put it in the end zone and keep this game out of reach from the Falcons. Jimeno now has 2 receivers on each side of him. He will take the snap, roll out to his left, speed option. He keeps it himself. Now he pitches it to Jarris, and Jarris is going to get near the first down marker.
Jimeno's pitch to Kennedy.
And Jimeno was able to pitch it backwards enough for Kennedy. It looks
Gain
like
is
a
good enough for a
forward
Crusader
pass from
first
here.
down. First
But
and 10 from the Heights 37-yard line.
went back just enough. Once you pass the line of scrimmage,
Need a 10 on the play.
you can no longer throw the ball forward. So that's why if they would have said Jimeno threw that forward, it would have been a penalty on the Crusaders and moved him back. But Kennedy threw it back just enough. Kennedy had a good run and gets a first down for Kapaun. 1st and 10 from the 37. Jimeno will send a man in motion, fakes a screen pass. Now he'll try to take it up the middle, and he's not going to get any yards there. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Kapaun.
Enter Jimeno on the quarterback keeper. Kalen Lowry in on the stop that time. Malik Little also in on the tackle. No gain. It's 2nd and 10.
Designed run there for Jimeno to not go as planned as he was hit at the line of scrimmage as he tried to make something happen, but he couldn't that time. It is now 2nd and 10 Crusaders. Jimeno's looking left this time. He's going to scramble. He's got a lot of room up the middle. He picks up a first down and some more, brings it near the 20-yard line.
Jimeno on the quarterback's keeper. It is good for 18 yards.
That'll be a first down for Kapaun on another nice run by Jamino.
Tackled by Dempsey. And
Jamino's done a
Little.
nice job of making guys miss tonight. If you couldn't see when that was about when the
First and 10
connection
from
was
the
bad,
Heights 21.
his 36-yard touchdown run. Unfortunately, some of you may have not seen it because the connection may have been bad on your end, on our end, but it may have affected your end watching it, which is unfortunate because that one was pretty darn impressive. Jamino made about 6 or 7 Falcons miss and waltzed into the end zone, outrunning the Heights secondary. A 36-yard touchdown run from Jamino. That time he picks up 18. This time he's sacked in the backfield. And it'll be second and long now for Kapaun.
Jamino keeps. Tackled by Lowry and Little. Loss of 4 on the play.
So second and 13 for
Second and
Kapaun.
14.
As they have 5:30 left to go in the game. They've done a nice job of chewing the clock on this drive while still picking up first downs. They have the ball from the Heights 25-yard line. Jamino takes a snap, hands it off to Estivo. Estivo will try and bring it out up the middle. He's got a lot of room to run, and there is going to be a flag in the backfield,
Richard
however.
Estivo on the carry. Flag on the play.
Holding, offense, number 80, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, second down.
So that'll move the Crusaders back a few yards, as what looked like a solid gain by Estivo is going to be called back. And it'll be second and very long now for Kapaun. 5:01 left to play in the game. They're going to say second and 24 from the Heights
After the
33-yard
penalty,
line.
Second and 24 for KMC.
Jamino's going to send Estivo out in motion to the left side, fumbles a snap. He's going to try and make something happen. He's motioning a man downfield. He's going to throw it up, and it looks like it was caught. They're going to say, yes, it is a completion, but there is a flag in the backfield.
Jamino's pass is complete. There is a flag on the play.
This could be another holding call on the Crusaders.
Holding, offense, number 66, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, still second down.
And that is what it is. It'll be second and even longer for Kapaun. Second and 32 for the Crusaders. 4:30 left to go in the game. And counting. So now they have the ball from the Heights 44-yard line. 32 yards to go for a first down. Again, Jamino sends Estivo in motion. Another flag. Kennedy now catches the screen pass on the right side, drops it. They're going to say incomplete. And another
Incomplete.
flag. They're going
Intended
to
for
say
Kennedy.
Illegal shift, 2 men in motion at the snap on the offense. Penalty is declined, third down.
so. The fourth penalty in a row for the Crusaders. This time, Falcons were generous enough to decline it. Probably were just bored of playing second and long and wanted third and long this time. So it is third and 32 for Kapaun. 4:10 left to go in this one. Kapaun needed to at least try and get into field goal range here. First down is 32 yards away, maybe a little out of reach. But a solid 10 to 15-yard pickup here can get us back into field goal range and extend the game to a 2-possession game. Jamino's going to try and run up the middle. Now he has some room. Now he's breaking out to the left side. He's got a lot of room to work with, 20, 15, and he is shoved out of bounds near the first down marker. Does he get it?
Andrew Jamino on the quarterback scramble.
They're going to mark him a couple yards short. So now the Crusaders are in field goal range.
Inside the
It is 4th
15,
and
it's going to be
3
4th and short.
from the 14. That was another great run by Jamino as he had nowhere to go on the right side, so he did a juke move to the left side, made a guy miss, and tried to outrun the Heights secondary. This time he was shoved out of bounds at the 14-yard line. And the Crusaders will take a timeout to talk over what they want to do.
Timeout of the second half.
3:59 left to play. Kapaun leads at 23-17. They have a 4th and 3 from the 14-yard line. And I would think that you'd want to go for the field goal here to put points on the board to extend it to a 2-possession game. Now a touchdown from Heights. Can't tie it or take the lead. But also if you get a first down here, the clock continues to roll. And now you can chew the clock all the way down to 0 potentially. So I'm sure you've heard by now, but Mark Bates at First Impressions, 619-7444, he can really make your car smell good. And what's better than a nice smelling car? I mean, right when you buy it, it's got that new car smell, right? Well, First Impressions can give you that new car smell right back. All you got to do is text Mark at that number to the top right corner of your screen, 619-7444. So we're back. Jackson Bezdek, voice of the Crusaders, on the call tonight. 3:59 left to go in the game. Crusaders will look like they're going to go for it here. They have a 6-point lead. If they get it here, they can try and keep the ball for the rest of the game, but they need 3 yards right now, a huge 3 yards. Jamino calls an audible at the line of scrimmage. He'll take the snap. He will give it to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to try and bust his way through the middle, but it does not look like he's going to get it. And the Falcons come up with a huge 4th down stop. That is a turnover on downs.
Stop shy of a first down. Heights will take over 1st and 10.
It'll now be 1st and 10 Falcons from their own 13. They have 87 yards to go, 3 minutes and 54 seconds to do it, all 3 timeouts. And a touchdown ties the game for the Falcons. Kapaun defense, this is their moment to shine right here. They've played so well all season, but do not have the W's to support it. Right now, they can make a huge stop, get the ball back for their offense, and hopefully get a number in that left-hand column. That's not 1. A run up the middle for Heights is going to start off their drive with a solid gain.
Depperschmidt on
about 5.
Keeper. Ethan Stulsatz.
Depperschmidt, the quarterback keeper, gets 5 yards.
On the tackle, gain of 5 at 2nd and 5.
Heights has the ball at their own 18-yard line. Clock continues to run down. 3:30 left to go in the game. This time it's a sweep to the left-hand side. Crusaders are out there. Can they get to it? Yes, they do. They force him out of bounds before the first down marker.
Sanders on the carry, pushed out of bounds by Reed Adelhart. No gain, it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 now for Heights. Regardless of this play, Heights is definitely in 4-down mode. As there's only 3:21 left to go in the game, they trail by 6 points. As Crusader defense, hopefully looking for a run play here. Heights only completed 1 passing play tonight, and it's a sweep to the right side. He's going to bust through the hole, and he's going to pick up a first down. That will move the chains for the Falcons.
John Randall on the carry.
Boy, Randall's first step is extremely quick. He gets the ball.
Carry's good enough for a Heights first down at the 25-yard line.
Off
First
of that
and 10 Falcons.
Pitch from Depperschmidt. He is off to the races. Crusaders have done a pretty nice job of containing him tonight. This time he gets just enough yards for a first down. It is 1st and 10 Heights from their own 26-yard line. This time it's a sweep to the left. The Crusaders are there. He trips on his own feet and falls. The ball is out. Crusaders fell on it. Do they call him down, however?
Is it the ball carrier was down? 2nd down.
They're going to say he was down. It's what it looked like.
But he was down. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
He tripped on his own feet, and his elbow hit the ground. And he hit the ground so hard the ball was knocked out. Crusaders fell on it. However, it will be 2nd and 9 now for Heights.
For KMC. Second and 8.
Under 2:30 to play in the game. This time it's a fake sweep to the right. Pass play over the middle of the field and is going to be overthrown. An incomplete pass for Heights. But there is a flag on the far side of the play. Coach Purr is already not happy about it. That can't be a good sign.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 12. 10 yards from the previous spot, results in a first down.
It'll be first and 10, Falcons from the 38.
So now it's first and 10 Heights from their own 38, 2:21 left to go. They will hand the ball off up the middle. He's hit in the backfield, and he's only going to get a gain of about 1 this time, if at all. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Heights.
Sanders took the handoff. He was brought down by Doug Bates. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Now 2 minutes left to play in this game. Clock keeps winding down for Falcons. They haven't used a timeout yet, which is interesting. They have the ball at their own 39 here, 2nd and 9. It'll be a direct handoff to the right side. And he's going to get past the 45 to the 46. And Heights is now going to use the first timeout.
Hanks was the ball carrier.
Wichita Heights
on the
takes their first timeout of the second half.
So 1:45 left to go. Heights stops the clock with this timeout. They have 3rd and 2 from their own 46 here. Kapaun has had a tough job in the second half, especially of holding these Heights running plays to under 2 yards, as Randall and Sanders have done a nice job of getting that outside corner and streaking up the sidelines. So the biggest play of the night so far, this 3rd and 2 for Heights from their own 46. If they are stopped here, they are first to go for it on 4th down as they lead by 6 to the Crusaders. 1:45 left to go in the game. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It looks like they stopped him just before the first down marker.
Depperschmidt on the carry, brought down by Frisch.
Oh, they give it to him.
Gain is good enough for a first down, 1st and 10 at the 48.
I understand I'm not supposed to commentate on the refs, but that was a pretty bad spot there as they gave Heights a full extra yard for a first down. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Falcons. A pitch to the left, and Adelhart just misses the tackle. It is going to be brought down instead by the 45.
Randall on the carry, Frisch and Stulsatz.
Wichita Heights takes their second timeout of the half.
So Heights calls another timeout. 1:16 left to go in the game.
Gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2 after the timeout.
So it's really the first time the Kapaun defense has been put on their heels in a pressure situation, as this time they lead 23-17. The defense being the ones that need to step up late in the game and try to hold this win for the Crusaders, as they desperately need it heading into the playoffs next week. It's 2nd and 2 from Heights. They have the ball at the Kapaun 44-yard line. Good news for Kapaun is Heights only has 1 timeout left. They're bad at a time. You have to think eventually they'll have to start throwing the ball. And that is definitely not Heights' bread and butter, as they've only completed 1 pass on the night. As long as they can keep Heights from breaking off any 10 to 12-yard run plays, I think they'll be in good shape. This time it's going to be a fake sweep. They're going to try and throw it. It is going to be incomplete, as it was in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Pass intended for Randall incomplete. It's 3rd and 2.
As the Heights passing game still has not been great thus far. Hopefully it will continue to be that way. It is 3rd and 2 now from the Kapaun 44. Heights will definitely go with a run play here. However, even if they do pick up the first down, they'll be forced to use a timeout, and then they will be out of timeouts. Or the Kapaun defense can just come up with a big stop right here. It is a handoff up the middle, and he breaks free, and he is loose for a big chunk of yards. Keep him in bounds. That is exactly the last thing the Kapaun defense could have done.
Sanders as the ball carrier.
Sanders was able to break off a big gain.
Kennedy and Burr on the tackle. Run is inside the Kapaun 30. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 27.
As he was brought down out of bounds, that stops the clock with 1:03 left to play in the game. It's going to be a pitch to the left. The ball is out. Do the Crusaders fall on it? They do not, as that would have sealed the deal for Kapaun. But now the ball's back at the 34-yard line. Clock is winding down. Heights isn't calling a timeout.
Also
45 seconds left to go.
Second and 17.
It is 2nd and 17 for Heights. They're back under center. It's going to be a fake pitch. They're going to throw it. He's looking deep downfield. He's got a man wide open. The pass is caught, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. Kapaun defense left a man wide open down the right side of the field, and the Falcons are in the end zone for a touchdown. The game is now tied 23-23.
Pass is complete for a touchdown.
35 seconds left to go in the game.
Lawson in for the extra point attempt.
Extra point attempt is for the lead. The kick is blocked. It is no good.
Extra
The game
point is
remains
no
tied.
good.
That was tipped at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Crusaders. And Kapaun will get the ball with 35 seconds left in a tie game. A huge sigh of relief from the Kapaun side of the field, as the Heights kicker had been money all night. It's tied 23-23, 35 seconds left to go. So what will the Kapaun offense come do here? Do they feel they have the momentum to just take a knee and take the ball into overtime? Or do they want to go for the win here?
Clausen will be on to kick off to Kapaun with 35 seconds to go. We're tied at 23 all.
Crusaders do have 2 timeouts left, so they do have some
Kennedy
room to work
dropping
with.
back deep.
Heights kick is a deep one. Kennedy will receive it at about the 15-yard line. He's going to try and take it out. He's going to just bring it over the middle. And they're going to mark him just past the 25-yard line. 30 seconds left to go in the game. 2 timeouts for
Kennedy
Kapaun.
on return. He was brought down by Wilkins.
Kapaun shown off a couple of trick plays already tonight with 2 halfback passes. They could either dig into their bag of tricks, find a couple more, do some passing plays over the middle, go for a shot deep, or take a knee and take the game into overtime. They do have 2 timeouts left. 30 seconds is enough time to manage, at least getting into field goal range. Field goal range, they need to probably get to the 30-yard line. Jamino's going to roll out to the left. They'll try and get a pass play and get out of bounds. They do. Perfectly executed there from the Crusaders.
Pass complete to Jones.
Jones with the reception, gets out of bounds right away.
Good enough for
25
first
seconds
down.
left to
First
go in
and
the
10
game.
From the 37.
They now have the ball at the 37-yard line. Haven't used a timeout. Only used 5 seconds of play clock and picked up 12 yards. That is exactly what you want to do when you're in a tight situation with 35 seconds left to go. Just trying to make something happen. Jamino's in the shotgun again. He's looking right. Now he's just going to try and run it. He needs to get out of bounds. Get out of bounds, Andrew. And he does.
Jamino on the scramble. He's out of bounds near the first down.
So he picks up a solid chunk of about 8. Stops the clock with 18 seconds left to play.
Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
Crusaders are in striking distance right now. If they can get a couple more of those plays, and then maybe get a solid run up the middle, call a timeout right away. Schmitz will be in field goal range. And Isaac hopefully has ice in his veins, and he'll drill it. 2nd and 2 for Kapaun. Jamino, empty backfield shotgun set. He'll take the snap. He's looking over the middle. He's blitzed this time. He's going to try and make something happen. He gets out of bounds once again, but does he pick up the first down?
Jamino goes out of bounds, but
Yes, he
gains a
does.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
So Kapaun picks up another first down. Jamino gets out of bounds again, and a lot of time went off there. 11 seconds left to go in the game. 1st and 10 from their own 48. And Crusaders are in crunch time right now. They need to make something happen. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get all the way into field goal range. Unless Jamino can find a guy downfield, he can either get out of bounds immediately or get on the ground as soon as he catches it to call a timeout. Same formation for the Crusaders here. Gino's going to drop back. He's looking deep to the right side. He's got Jones over the middle, and it looks like it is
Jamino's
intercepted.
pass intended for Tiger Jones.
Left field as the ball hit the ground.
Incomplete pass.
2nd down.
Thank goodness.
Check
As
that. Incomplete. Davian Ware on the defense.
the ref on the very far side of the field
2nd and 10.
called an incomplete pass very emphatically right away after it happened. He had the best view on the field for it, and he made it well known right away that it was incomplete.
Kapaun will take their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half.
Now there are 4 seconds left to play in this game. It is a tie game. Kapaun now calls a timeout to talk over what they want to do here. We saw the Hail Mary attempt to end the first half did not go well, so it's probably not what we would go back to here, as Kennedy just simply couldn't throw it that far, which is understandable. 50 yards is a long way to throw a football. So with 4 seconds left, what do the Crusaders want to do here? This is the most stressful moment of the Crusaders season thus far. The only time they've been in a tie game going into the end of a 4th quarter. As their 1-win of the season against Southeast earlier, the first game of the season, they won 6-3, scoring with about 2 minutes left. That at that point had been our most stressful moment up until now. Now the Crusaders with a tie game with Heights. 4 seconds left to go here. As Jamino has an empty backfield set. He has 3 receivers to his left, Jones to his right. He's going to throw it to Jones. He's going to lateral it back to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to try and make something happen. He breaks a tackle, picks up a block from Jones. He gets to the 40, breaks another tackle, but he runs out of real estate near the 30-yard line.
And that's the end of regulation.
And that'll send us to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Tie
Looking
score
level to
23-23.
He was inside the 40.
So we are heading into overtime now. The score is tied at 23 apiece. As Crusaders went for the hook and lateral there, it did not work. Kennedy just ran out of room to run there on the right sideline as he broke a bunch of tackles there, but eventually ran out of bounds. Now here in overtime, this is the first time the Crusaders have gone to overtime all season. But not the first time the Falcons have gone to overtime this season, as they had an overtime matchup earlier this season. Against the South Titans, Heights ended up winning that matchup 42-23. I don't know how that's possible, actually. It says OT here, and the score says 42-23. But I'm really not sure
we've had
how.
a good 4 quarters. Let's have some more fun. Overtime rules. You will both get a possession from the 10-yard line. You have 1 timeout per possession. and there are no carryover fouls. And once the defense gets it, the possession's over. If you win the toss, you can choose offense, defense, or which end you want. What's your call? He called tails. It is tails. You won the toss. You want to play defense. Which end are we playing on? All right, we'll play on the score clock end. All right, good luck, gentlemen.
So those are the overtime rules, as each team will have a possession starting from the 10-yard line. And you just try to outscore the other team. It's as simple as that. This is just like college football overtime rules, except in college football you start the ball at the 25-yard line instead of the 10. These overtime rules are much better than the rules in the NFL. It just adds more excitement to the game, and you give both teams a chance to have the ball and a chance to score. Whereas in the NFL, the first team to score a touchdown essentially wins. Even if you're the first team to get the ball and you shove it down the defense's throat, offense doesn't even have a chance to get on the field. But here at the high school level, we have 10 yards to put the ball in the end zone. And if you don't, the other team does, then you lose. So Kapaun will be on offense first, as Heights won the coin toss and elected to play defense, as that is the right strategy, because if they stop the Crusaders here and the Crusaders get no points, then Heights can just simply come out and kick a field goal and end the game right there, then and there. But Heights will know what to do on offense depending on what Kapaun does here on offense. Jamino's going to start out under center with Kennedy in the backfield. He's going to fake it to Kennedy. He's going to roll out left. He's going to try and throw it in the end zone. He has a man left side corner. Did he get his feet in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Crusaders! As Tiger Jones drags his feet in down by the deep left corner of the end zone, and the Crusaders score right away here in overtime. 29-23 Kapaun. As Jamino fires a perfect ball for Tiger deep in the end zone, and Schmitz is on for the extra point. Extra points in overtime are extremely huge, because if you miss one, all Heights has to do is score and make theirs, and the game is over. And it is a fake. He's going to run it out to the right side. Does he have enough room? Can he get in? He does. Crusaders complete the 2-point conversion. What a play call there.
Run, good.
Austin Ruda, the sophomore, the holder, fakes the kick and rolls out to the right and gets 10 yards and gets into the end zone. And the Crusaders take a 31-23 lead. Now the Falcons have to score 8 points or else the game is over. So now Heights takes over on offense.
Overtime rules now. The Falcons have the ball.
It is a handoff up the middle, and he is going to be stopped after a solid gain of about 8. He's near the 2-yard line.
That was John Randall on the carry for Heights.
So if Heights does score here, they have to go for 2. If they don't convert their 2-point conversion, then the game is over, and the Crusaders will have the victory.
Stolzalt's also in on the stop.
If there's any fumble or interception, Kapaun recovers the ball. The game is automatically over there. Heights with the ball at the 2. They'll try to punch it in here. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Does he get in? Yes, he does. And that is a touchdown for the Falcons. However, they now have to complete a 2-point conversion.
On the quarterback keeper. He's in.
It is 31-29 Kapaun. This could be it. If the Crusaders stop the Falcons here on this 2-point conversion, they win the game. If Heights converts here, however, we will go to a second overtime. And Kapaun will use their 1 timeout they get each overtime.
We'll take their timeout of the first overtime period.
This has been the greatest moment of the season so far, and it's really not close. This is the most excited I've been calling a game because we're actually having a chance to win. A smart move here by the Crusaders to call their timeout. You get one free one each overtime period, and this is the last play of this overtime period, so you might as well just call it. Make sure your guys' heads are right. As we will come out here, Heights had a chance to talk over what kind of play they want to run, and here we are. This could be it. Heights from the 2-yard line. Can they punch it in? They take the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he just walks into the end zone untouched.
2-point conversion is good by Sanders.
Heights will tie the game at 31, and we will head into the second overtime period.
We'll go to the second overtime period. Score tied 31-all.
According to the overtime rules, Heights will have the ball first here in this overtime. As Kapaun had the ball first in the last overtime, you just switch each one. So Heights will now start off the second overtime period at the 10-yard line. The first play from scrimmage is just a simple fake handoff, and he will keep it himself, but he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. That is a huge first play for the Crusaders, as he only picks up a gain of 1.
Defensive line.
It is 2nd and goal from the 9.
Gain of 1. 2nd down.
Kaiberschmidt sweeps it out to the right side. The Crusaders are there once again, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. A loss of yardage for Heights, and Kapaun now forces Heights with a 3rd and
Sanders
long.
On the carry. Reed Adelhard in on the stop.
It'll be 3rd and goal from the 11 now for Heights.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Kapaun defense has put the Heights offense on their heels. How will they respond? It is just a simple run up the middle, and Kapaun is there once again. Kapaun front 7 came to play this overtime period.
Joshua Sanders on the carry.
As Sanders
brought down by
finds
Sam
no room
Nichols.
to go, and Heights is now just
Assisted
back
by
at the
Doug
10-yard
Bates.
line.
It's 4th down.
Decision-making time for the Falcons. If you're smart, you go with a field goal here and just get some points on the board. They could go for it and try to get in the end zone, but if they don't make it, the score is tied heading into Kapaun's possession. All they have to do is kick a field goal, and they win the game. Heights is going to go for the field goal here, however.
Clausen in for the field goal attempt.
Clausen's been money all night.
28-yard attempt.
Aside from the tipped extra point that he missed to send us into this overtime period. The kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
But a great defensive stand there from the Crusaders as they force Heights to only get 3 points. It is 34-31 Heights. All the Crusaders have to do is find the end zone, and they win the game. The defense has done their part this overtime period. Can the offense respond? Last overtime period, it only took us 1 play to get into the end zone as Jamino found Jones at the far left pylon in the end zone. Jones got his feet in bounds, and it was a great play. And then Austin Ruda, the holder, we faked the kick, and he rolls out to his right and finds a way to get into the end zone to get the 2-point conversion. Put us up 8. Heights responded with a touchdown of their own and a 2-point conversion of their own, however. That's why we're here in the second overtime. Jamino's going to swing it out to the right side. It's Kennedy. Kennedy makes the move. He brings it up the middle, and he is just short of the goal line. as he almost puts it
Jamito's
in and wins it
pass
for the Crusaders.
swung out to Kennedy. Jarris gets it inside the 2-yard line.
So 2nd down and 2 for Kapaun. All we need is 2 yards for the W.
Check that officials mark it at the 3-yard line. Gain of 7.
Jamino and Kennedy in the backfield once again. Jamino's going to roll out to his left. He's going to take it up the middle. And he is stopped short, gets it about 1 yard about. And now Kapaun will have 3rd down.
Jamino on the quarterback keeper. He was brought down by Royal Johnson. Gain of 1. 3rd down at the 2-yard line.
Crusaders, 3rd and 2. Only need 2 yards to win this game. They only need 2 yards to get into the end zone here. Kennedy's in the backfield with Jamino once again. He's to his right this time. Jamino has trips receivers to his right, Jones to his left. Jamino takes a snap, hands it off to Kennedy, and Kennedy is met right at the line of scrimmage, and a huge goal line stand from Heights there. As now
Kennedy, the
Kapaun
ball
has,
carrier, he was
they will have to
tackled
bring
by
on the
Lowry.
field goal unit. As there was no thought process whatsoever, Kapaun automatically sends out the field goal unit.
Plus of 2 on the play.
As they will attempt to tie this game and send it into a 3rd overtime.
Kapaun will take their timeout of the 2nd overtime period.
So now Kapaun will take a timeout. It didn't look like they had the right personnel there on the field. It's just a simple chip shot for Schmitz. Just a yard pass at extra point, a 21-yarder. And the ball is right in the middle of the field. This is essentially an extra point here. If this kick goes in, we'll go to a 3rd overtime, and the Crusaders will start out with the ball once again. So we're back here on the field. Schmidt's ready to kick this away
Isaac Schmitz on for the
and
field goal
send
attempt.
this game into the 3rd overtime. The kick is up, and it is
20-yard
straight
field
down the
goal
middle.
is good. We're going to the 3rd overtime.
And the Crusaders send this game into triple overtime, 34-34. We're back here to start the 3rd overtime tonight. Score is tied at 34. Kapaun will have the ball to start with first at the 10-yard line. Heights did a nice job last overtime. Crusaders' first play got on the ball at the 3-yard line after a gain of 7 from Kennedy. And Crusaders could not punch it in from there as Heights made 2 goal line stands. And now we are here in the 3rd overtime after field goals from both teams
Both game
last
balls
overtime.
were kicked over the fence. We are waiting for them to be retrieved.
It's a great point there from the official. We wouldn't want to play with a faulty football because that would just be terrible. We need to have those nice crisp ones that each team has. So hopefully we have retrieved them by now. And we're ready to go. We have a game ball that is good to work with. Jamino's in the shotgun. He's going to take a 3-step drop. He's going to fire it to Jones immediately in the end zone. It looked like it was caught, but he was out of bounds. He is a great reception, but couldn't get his feet in bounds. It was overthrown just a bit out of the end zone.
For Jones, caught out of bounds, 2nd down.
It's now to be 2nd and 10. Jamino will have Kennedy to his right in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side. They'll try and draw Heights offside with a hard count. He's going to fake the ball to Kennedy. Now he's blitzing the backfield. He's going to try and escape it. Throws the ball into the end zone, and it is dropped. What would have been a spectacular play by Jamino. The ball was incomplete in the end zone. That would have been huge. That would have put the Crusaders up 6 and made Heights get the ball back and have to score. But now we have 3rd and 10. Score still tied at 34. Jamino in the shotgun. He's going to throw Kennedy out to the right side in motion. He's blitzed again. He's going to roll out to his left. He has some room to work with. Now he's dropping way back. He's going to fire into the end zone. He has him into the back of the end zone.
Jamino's pass is complete. Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
Jones on the catch, but flag on the play.
Ineligible downfield offense.
Oh my
Number
goodness.
74. 5 yards from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
And the touchdown is nullified by a flag on the Crusaders. And it'll now be 3rd and 15 instead of us winning by 6 points.
Repeat 3rd down. It's 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 15 for the Crusaders. Jamino is making everything happen back there. He probably ran for 50 yards there and found Jones in the back of the end zone. It was a great play, but it does not count. And now Jamino will be in the backfield by himself once again. Jamino takes snap, 5-step drop. He's looking in the end zone, can't find anybody. He's going to roll out to his right. He's looking for people. He can't find anybody. Now he's going to roll back left, picks up 2 great blocks from the O-line. He's looking for anybody, can literally not find anybody in the end zone. He's just going to throw it up. He has a man! It is caught. It is a touchdown, Crusaders. What a play. Oh, my goodness.
Jamino on the scramble, touchdown.
Jamino ran literally all over the field and found his man
Catch
in
by
the end
Will
zone.
Ancio.
Will Ancio, a freshman, with the touchdown reception for the Crusaders. As Jamino ran at about 16 different circles there just to find
Kapaun
Ancio in
takes
the
their
end
timeout
zone.
for the 3rd overtime period.
So now here in the third overtime period, as we take a timeout, you have to go for 2 now after the first 2 overtime periods. So the Crusaders will now be forced to go for 2. It is 40-34 Crusaders. That was a crazy play. I need to take a couple breaths. I'm a little bit out of breath. I was screaming pretty loudly. That's just a great play from Andrew back there. I mean, I know I've said that a lot tonight, but he's really made multiple great plays. Scrambling all over the place. Heights defenders just have no chance of bringing him down. He's too shifty and too quick. I mean, he rolled all the way to the right sideline, couldn't find anything, circled back, went all the way to the left sideline before finding Ancio in the end zone. So now for the Crusaders, 2-point conversion. Jamino will take the snap, roll out to his left. He's looking to throw it, can't find anybody. He's going to take it himself. He sees his man, and it is caught. Two-point conversion
pass complete.
Is completed.
To
Jones with another touchdown reception, this time for 2 points. As Jamino was shifted through guys once again. He looked like he was about to run it, then did a nice little sidearm throw. Jones was wide open, and the Crusaders put 8 points on the board once again, 42-34 Kapaun. And now Heights will have to put 8 points on the board. They have 1st and 10 from the 10. If the Crusaders stop them here, the game is over, and the Crusaders will take the victory. Handoff up the middle to start Heights' possession, and he's going to run it into the end zone right away. Too quick for any Kapaun defender.
Joshua Sanders on the 10-yard scamper. Touchdown, Heights.
Sanders outruns every single Kapaun defender and finds his way into the end zone. The game comes down to this, though. Heights has to go for 2 and convert it, or else this game is over. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. If the Crusaders stop them here, Kapaun will have won the game. All Heights has to do is put it in for 3 yards, though. It's going to be hand up the middle, and he is stopped! He is stopped! The game is over! The Crusaders win! The Crusaders win! No good from Heights! Kapaun takes the win! 42-40. The Crusaders top the Falcons in triple overtime.
To 40. Kapaun Mount Carmel.
A triple overtime victory for the Crusaders for their 2nd win of the season.
And a wonderfully played game.
Kapaun improves to 2-6. Heights falls to 3-5. A week before heading into the playoffs, a great victory for the Crusaders to give them some confidence. Crusaders win it in triple overtime over Heights, 42-40. This has been Voice of the Crusaders, Jackson Bezdek on the call. Have a great night, everybody.